welcome guys to another video. Welcome back to the Elysian Empress build series. I'm back. It's been a while since the last one. This is episode 3 though, as you can see by the title. So it's been almost 4 months. Yeah, it's been almost 4 months since the last update video, but all is good. The ship is still being built quite slowly, but there's been progress nonetheless, which is the important part. So, you guys have seen the exterior before several times, I'm sure, but I just wanted to show it off again so you can see that there are some things that have changed. And then back here. So, yep, but I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing the outside, but we can move inside now to where most of the changes has happened. And the first thing I'm going to show off is probably my favorite part of the ship, actually. We can come through here. Oh yeah, there's some restrooms in here if you're interested in that type of stuff. Not here, actually. Well, I can't show this off. And then let me lower my render distance because it gets pretty laggy in here. And I'm using these light shaders for my laptop, but yep. So I built this on camera, I believe, or on video. This is Windy City Pizza. Pretty simple stuff, pretty cool, pretty basic, and so, yep. But now we can show off the main thing I wanted to show off. So you have the start of this area, which I believe is the runaway piano lounge, as you can see by the giant keys on the ground. But started that a little bit, and then you got more bathrooms over here. But the main thing I wanted to show off is this theater, which is finished, and yeah, I'm just very, very happy with the way it came out, and you can't really see it, so actually, at least I hope this works. I have shaders on, so I don't know if it's going to mess everything up. There we go. So as you can see, this is the main theater, and I really like it. I really like the way it came out. I think it's easily the best theater I've ever built, which isn't saying much, but still, I just really like how it came out with the stadium-style seating and everything. The seats going down a deck, and then the main stage itself, the little shroom-light accents going around, or the trim I should say, with some speakers and the purple and red lights, or is it blue? No, it's purple. The purple and red chandeliers, along with this thing. But yeah, I really like the way this came out, and so, yeah. But I can't say I probably could have done a better job with the actual like hallways leading to it. It's very quirky, but anyways, I'm sure it's fine, because now we can move on to the 21st lounge, which is it's a little bit done. Let me turn off particles here, which should be in here, or minimal. All right, so you got more bathrooms. But 21st Lounge, it was on the Olympian, although it was much bigger on that ship. On the ship though, pretty minimized, but still just a bar. It's pretty much like a pre-game area for the theater. But yeah, so now we can move on. Through here, I don't believe anything has changed in here. I added this, and this area is sort of finished, but yeah, I finished this area too. This is like the robotic bar, so like you can make your own drinks, because there's supposed to be like hoppers up there to show stuff, but anyways, I'm sure you get the idea. Brilliant restaurant, you've seen that. We've seen pretty much everything on this deck. Now the next changes come up here onto this deck. I started this jewelry area, but it's of course not finished. But the finished areas come up here, so we can come through here. So you got the Scarlet's Lounge. This is like the comedy club sort of, or like they host trivia and other things. But yeah, this is finished, so pretty simple lounge area. Nothing too crazy or special. You got the Terminal 1 lounge, which is, I believe, finished, because there's not really much else you can do. It's just a simple lounge area. With with an outside deck that is, of course, unfinished. We can come through here. This is the infinity bar. This is actually finished, and is different from the last time you guys seen it. So, infinity bar, and then, of course, the outside area is unfinished because I'm probably going to finish all the inside areas and then go back to the outside area to finish that. Over here, we have the Amethyst Lounge. This, I believe, was started in the last episode, but now it is finished. So, yep, you can see you got a lot of seating, you got a piano, a little divot in the ground with more seating, and yeah, cool area. I like the colors. This entire area is themed around like the cherry wood, yeah. And then this was snow, but there was an update to the game, and they added the stripped pale oak wood, and it's like, wow, such a good, amazing block. It was very weird. It was added on a not major update, but you can see like this is really nice, really neat stuff. I really like it. Already shown that off. Here you got, yeah, here, look, more pale oak leaves, and then you got the planks. Yeah, a lot of plants here, just a hallway, and then this thing, which took me like 15 minutes to do, just because of with the terracotta, it's so hard to place it, especially on a wall. But I got it done, so I thought it was really cool. Nice piece of art. And then over here, this is the start of the, yeah, here, Remy's Kansas City barbecue. So if you don't know anything about Kansas City, pretty much, there's nothing there except good barbecue food. That's literally it. Otherwise, it's yeah, it's bleak. But anyways, we can move on to here. This is one of three main dining rooms. I don't know what it's called yet. It's probably going to be called something like the Amethyst dining room, I would assume. But nonetheless, it is a somewhat finished dining room. As you can see, pretty cool, pretty small, but it's alright. But yeah, so nice little dining room. You got booth seats over here, main seating, and then of course on the outside you have somewhat finished outside seating, right next to a hot tub. So hopefully there's no splashing here, because you wouldn't want to get, you know, floor wet where waiters are carrying those giant trays of food. But yeah, over here, this is going to be like a hot dog stand, I guess. With the kitchen right here. And then you got the two rock climbing walls. I changed one of the colors. It's like how it was on Olympian. One side was tan, one side was red. And then over here, oh, I actually did some stuff over here. So, the skylight down, actually, I'll need that hold later, but you got the elevators, you got the grass area, and then you got this railing here, and then you have a park, which I'll get to eventually. I just need to find a way to build a tree. So I guess I'll just have to learn. But yeah. So that's, I believe, it. So now we can go down here. There's nothing new down here. There's nothing really new in the casino besides a couple of slot machines. I'd rather save that for the next video, or for the official preview video. But here you have the Allure restaurant. So, oh. Well, that's supposed to look a lot cooler, but I guess the shaders sort of messed it up. But, whatever. So I got the first floor of this complete. Second floor, still being worked on, but yeah, there's a lot to be done with this restaurant, because I sort of messed up the scaling with this ship. I didn't give myself enough room for the restaurant, because this should be a lot bigger for this scale ship, because you already have the restaurant down this deck, the Brilliance restaurant, then you have this restaurant, and then you have the one above this deck. But I still feel like it's not enough for the amount of people, because if you see like ships like I don't know, Symphony of the Seas, just because I went on it, it's like 3 decks and it's massive, right? And then this ship is just 2 decks here, but then you have the other 2 dining rooms. So I'll have to see what I'm going to do about that. I might have to add 4th dining room all the way up on the Lido deck, but nonetheless, this is what the dining room's looking like right now. You got this cool little figure going around, and then you just got seating everywhere, and then you can come up here. You have a larger area, but more seating to be done. But yep, so that's what I've done on the Allure restaurant. Now we can move on. We can move on to the pool deck. Oh, and this. I guess I changed this. Yeah, the casino spans the entire deck, but if you guys watch the build videos, you'd know that. Now we can move on. Nah, let's just get out of here. Oof, man, looking down, that's a lot of lag. Alright, let's look up where it's happy and good frames. Alright, so we have the pool deck. This is what I did on the time-lapse video. I guess I won't do that anymore. This is what I did on the time-lapse video. If you guys haven't watched it, you should. It's a cool time-lapse. Yeah, it's a pool area. Very nice. I think it's adults only. I believe. Yes. Yes, this is adults only. Okay. So, yeah, very cool adults only area on the front of the ship. A lot of seating, big bar. There would be like a lounge in here where you can grab kind of like a mini buffet in here. And then, yeah, a bunch of seating, umbrellas, and then you got private couches. Pretty cool. And then you have your hot tub. And then, actually, there's another hot tub up here, all the way on the front. So, yep, no lifeguard on duty. Maximum occupancy, 12 persons. Then you got your radar tower, which looks cool. And the nice sun. And, yep, so that's nearly completed. I guess I gotta add seating there, which I'm not sure why I didn't on the time-lapse video, but whatever. And then you have the pool area, which I did another time-lapse on this one. This actually came first. But, yep. And then you have, I was just doing this. This is like the start of the second pool, which if you've seen the past videos, it looked different. It was like a weird, like a, I don't even know. It was a weird symbol, weird shape. But now I just made it an oval because I felt like it looks better. So yeah, in here we have the start of the tequila burrito bar, which was on the Reverence, but now it's going to be on the ship, and it's going to be much bigger and much better. So you got a massive bar, and then a lot of seating, and then the kitchen back here, which connects to the main buffet area, which will be right here. And now we can move on to the last thing that I was doing. Oh, yeah, here's a bar. Little cool area. I started over here. Then where all the teen clubs and arcade will be. And that leads us into, how do we get into here? I do not know. There we go. Alright, so here, this is going to be the hideout. It's going to be, there's, yeah, mostly a bowling alley. That's what it's mostly going to be. Yeah, pretty much a bowling alley. Maybe a trampoline or two, or something like that. I don't know what this is going to be. I did not label this stuff well. Did I add some? Okay, I have no idea what this is going to be, but well, there's going to be a bar in it, so yeah. I think I deleted all the signs because I feel like I knew I was doing, but I did this like 3 months ago, so I don't really know. Anyways, this is like a cool little secondary atrium, or secondary heart of the ship. So you've got cool stuff. You got a bathroom here. Yeah, cool color theme. I'll probably change the concrete to the pale oak wood because it looks better. But you got a bar, and then there's just gonna be a bunch of cool stuff over here, which I don't know why I deleted the signs. Now I'm a little. Why is it lime wool? Maybe that's a hint. I don't know. I completely forgot what like all of this was gonna be, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. So blame past me for that. You're being too confident in my memory, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be a cool area. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff in here. Definitely, at least one signature restaurant. So yeah, probably like an Italian restaurant, I would think, because there's not one on the bottom of the ship. So that might go there. And then a lounge, I guess, would go here. And then there's also this giant area, which I have no idea what to do up here. There's probably going to be cabins on this side, and then an open area on this side. Something like that, but that is something for future me to do. So, that's not my problem right now. I'll do it eventually. I'll figure something out. I promise. The ship will be very good when it is released. Which, who knows when that's going to be, but yeah, nonetheless, that is what I've done on this ship. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I did. Maybe I did something down here. No. There's nothing. Yeah, right. Wait, what is this? Oh. Right. Okay, anyways. Enough. Alright, let me turn my render distance back up so you can see the ship. Alright, so that's it for this video. Sorry. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, remember, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do as you wish. This is the Elysian Empress. This is one of 2 projects I'm working on. Other project, you'll know, maybe in like a week or so. I'm much more excited about the other project, if you can't tell. But, yeah, that's actually why progress on this ship has been so slow, because I've been working on a different thing. But, you'll see that eventually. Soon. You'll get a first look at it soon. Anyways, this is the 3rd episode of this review. Next episode will be the official preview, so once I deem the ship almost completed, or like a month away from completion, that video will probably come out. And that probably means I'll have all the entertainment decks done, and the cabins done. So, look forward to that soon. Yeah, nonetheless, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.